To finish our contour line anatomical observation drawings, we are going to create a sense of space, and we're going to use value to help create that illusion of space. You've got a beautiful contour line drawing that you have traced over with your black oil pastels. You've added some color to your bones and to your objects besides your skeleton. This is my third grade example. Now, what we need to do is create a sense of space. There's all this empty gray paper behind your drawings. What we're going to do first to create a sense of space is to draw what we could consider a horizon line, and it needs to go behind your objects. It's going to go you're going to create a horizon line that goes above or behind your objects. Imagine we're sitting right here. We are closest to the object here, and furthest away, this is going to be behind. So I'm going to take an oil pastel and I'm going to draw a horizon line to separate my space, and it's going to go right above my objects. So if you are a fifth grader and you have a composition that has 3 objects, your skeleton hand, your apple, and your squash, you're going to want to put your horizon line above your squash. So I really don't have too much room above it, but I'm still going to figure out where that line can go. Just going to go nice and slow, and boom. You can make it nice and solid. Now I've created some space. I have a flat table surface that my hand is resting on, my skeleton hand and circle, and then this space behind it, this we can now consider like the wall. We're creating an illusion of space. Now, to add some pizzazz and color and to help create that illusion of space, we're going to add some value using chalk pastels. Now, value is the lightness and darkness of a color. So I'm going to choose 2 colors. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to choose 1 color, but 2 values. Okay? Let me show you. Green is 1 color, correct? This green is a dark value, and this green is a light value. They are the same color, but different values, light and dark. Here we see a light value of blue and a darker value of blue. Here we can say, okay, this yellow-orange is a lighter value of orange, and this orange is a darker value. We could say the same thing about these reds. This is the lighter value, this is the darker value. So this value will help us to further create that illusion of space. So objects that are going to be closer to us, for example, this whole table's surface is going to be the lighter value. We're going to add this lighter value with the chalk pastel. I don't want you today to use the tip of the chalk pastel. I want you to use the side of the chalk pastel. Lay it flat on the paper, pick it up with your pincher fingers, and then you'll be able to start applying some of that chalk to your table surface. Now notice how I'm not pressing hard at all, and I am not trying to cover all of the gray with this first initial application of chalk pastel. You do not need to press hard with chalk to cover a surface, because what you're going to do next is blend it with your finger, and when you blend the chalk pastel with your finger, that's when your total paper will get covered. Please do not press really, really hard with your chalk pastel. You don't need to. Plus, it's just going to make a huge mess. You can already see all of my chalk dust. We don't need that flying around the art room. And you definitely don't need that on your clothes or your neighbor. So you'll notice just that little bit of chalk that I did not press very hard on. I did not do that. I just lightly went around, and already I've got a beautiful light value of green. This is going to be a really quick way to finish the project. And again, just take your finger, and you don't want to blend into your drawings because that oil pastel is going to smudge and smear, and we want to keep that separate from the chalk pastel. Now, I'm also going to take this moment to remind you that you should have somewhere in the bottom corner your name and your class code. Now, you'll notice I haven't applied any color or value to the top half. Now I am. I'm going to use my dark value, and I'm going to turn my paper so I can reach it. And again, just lightly, using the side of your chalk pastel, apply some color, that darker value, and blend it to your oil pastel line. And then boom. Now, after that, pretty much done. Yeah. So let's create some more illusion of space. And, oh, I guess we could, instead of using a purple, I could have used like a green so that it kind of matches and blends in with my value change. Yeah. I think that looks a little better than that big old purple line, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. Let's finish our anatomical observation drawings.